My daughter.
You're too young to do your own.
No, I'd like to think so, but I'm not. She was good for a friend or she had a camp over here, so shuttling her around. He's a nice kid.
There's just a weird relationship in this society.
Here you go, guys.
She's a good kid.
You're welcome. Have fun working.
She must complete the mission by grandkids. In a timely before, right?
I had to be parents and see the stock.
Oh, sure. No. Oh, I said she. And their friends. Does he have mustard?
I like it. I like it.
So then you're like, I think what parents are
When he asked her to dance, I was like, whatever, I'm getting you.
And I think the one thing that a parent has to do is that I've been patient. You're like, let it cook. I've done my job.
So they're not having a good time. I'm here catching up on all the things I had skipped today in the office.
Let's throw that laptop out the window. No, who do you work for?
Myself.
Well, what's your business?
I'm a lender, so I own a finance company. I've got people who are responsible for.
A nice finance company, nonprofit.
Right, we try to do it. So I am financing something that not many people do. Mobile homes and parks.
But not the ones, not the hedge funds that buy them and jack up the rent. No. That's
If you want to buy, you need a place to live. This is sometimes the last place that some people.
let's buy a place where very low income elderly people live and make it impossible for them to stay there. So I can have a Lamborghini. Hopper, we need some comedy. We're talking about some deep shit right here. Good. Like I say, just start this business. Every person who's had a rough time with that, get them their land. That's the opposite. Oh, 30 grand for a septic, 30 grand for a well. That should be free. Let's not pay for dipshit politicians and send money to Ukraine. And let's. It shouldn't be that much. I talked to a guy, he said, dude, I could make a septic tank for $500. But they don't want us to go there.
Okay, everybody ready for some comedy tonight? Do you feel like you're on drugs?
Maybe.
Okay. No more angles. Who's on drugs? How much are you selling it for? Alright, I'm Hopper. This is Crave Band's open mic comedy night, and looks like we have quite a few comedians here tonight. You guys ready for some comedy? All right. Just let you guys know, all the comedians who did sign up. If you do not read, you guys signed up and agreed to being on my live broadcast for YouTube. So say hello to my mother, and maybe my dog is at home watching also. So. We have fans, folks. We have fans. Welcome in, everybody. This is open mic comedy night. You guys ready? You guys here to sign up?
No, we're here to listen.
We can take your best jokes too. There's a best joke category.
Here.
You want to listen?
Yeah.
We love listeners. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Okay. How's everybody feeling this week? You know, the ice is in the news. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's about 10 degrees the other day. That's what I mean, right? That's just crazy, right? You guys see what's going on? You see mass people. I think ICE was actually here in Bend today, from what I heard. Like ICE, right? No, ICE, right? Like, What does that stand for exactly? That's intentionally criminalizing exiles, right? That's what we're doing with that.
Exile?
I thought that's what that meant. No, like the funny thing is, like I grew up in Central Valley, right? My best friend, he came over here from Mexico when he was 3 years old. He's gonna be done with it, man. He's technically now a criminal. But I'm white. Like I did the ancestry DNA. I am Middle European, like European white, man. Scottish, Irish, English, all of that. But for some reason, I've been mistaken about 4 or 5 times here in Central Oregon for being Mexican. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm Mexican. But when it starts getting 10 degrees outside, and I can't even move my fingers, I can't feel my toes, I'm actually starting to think that it might be a good idea if I call ice on myself. I mean, right? They're giving $800 away for this, guys. $800. That's what I figured. All I gotta do is figure out how to get my social security card and my driver's license, and how do I put this out in my prison pocket? Right? So, yeah, no, and I already have the call on how I'm gonna wrap myself out, but I figured it out. But I'm gonna get to the comedians. I'll get to that a little bit later though for you guys. All right, let's get our comedians. We got quite a few tonight. All right. Looks like we have 4 signed up for 5-minute sets, 2 signed up for 10-minute sets, and we have Peaches coming from LA. Actually works with Kevin Hart at some point, going to give us some type of longer set, so that's going to be nice, right? But we got John starting it off, Ethan Abers right after him, and Julia Reed Nichols.
Yeah.
I see you there. All right. You there Monday? You're there Monday, right? Julia?
I went last week, not this
The week
week.
before.
I
Okay,
did
yeah,
skip
gotcha.
a week,
I
yeah.
thought so, okay.
Trying to alternate, share the love.
I do remember that. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. For now, though, you guys ready?
We're ready.
You ready? You ready, David?
I'm ready. I do need some food.
Do you know where you're at? All right, we're good. All right, everybody, give it up for John.
John!
Given the current state of American regulatory capture, why hasn't Jeff Bezos just bought Wyoming? Like, it's kind of just like a worthless state out there that he could turn to a pretty sweet Amazon fulfillment center. And the residents could live in it like Columbus. Thinking about him though, I saw in the news that Elon Musk is working with Boeing
What?
to do improvements on Air Force One. Hopefully they'll get it up to the F-35's esteemed military grade reliability. I know those will be really necessary though, because I hear DC's air traffic is a nightmare this time of year. Personally, I think Republicans are only anti-abortion if doctors don't use guns. I've seen a lot of concern online recently. People in LA, because of the Palisades fire, their rent going up. And my recommendation to them is if you want to keep your rent down, try violent crime. There's been a large amount of backlash being thrown because Facebook has been seemingly censoring and suppressing posts about birth control, and advocates are calling it malfeasance. I think Zuckerberg's just ready to be a dad. This is so stupid.
Do it, John.
My favorite thing about marijuana is if you inhale the smoke byproduct from exciting it with an ignition source, it alters the state of your brain and gets you high. We're on the same page. A good thing about, this is my last one.
No,
A good thing about male pattern baldness is that it's happening to other men. The bad thing about it is one of those men is my dad.
yeah,
John! Oh, shit. Just wanted to ask a couple questions. Not necessarily a get to know you scenario, but get to know your mind. What's your thoughts on all this? What's your thoughts on the ice coming up here and actually being in Bend?
This seems like the wrong place. It's so fucking white here. Why? Like, look at the Thai restaurants have white people working in them.
No, that's what I mean. Like, why are we? Who are we looking for exactly?
Not me.
Are you sure? You kind of look like me, who's also been. That's right. That's my man, right?
Not me.
That's who's next. It's people that came before white families. They're after us next. Yeah, we're gonna hit the trailer parks after this. All right. So, is anybody in here $800 richer this week? I just wanna. Just making sure. Just making sure. All right, John. Appreciate you, bro. You remember John? John! Oh yeah. All right. Ethan Aver's up next. Julia, you're right after him. We got Larry. Go on third.
Wait, I gotta go. Should I stay for who's next?
What do you gotta do? What are we doing here? Where are you going? Yeah, you should stay. This guy's really fucking funny. That's why I'm on that. You're missing out on something if you don't.
That was like he said that's what weed and
He's very close. You're red hot. You're red hot when it comes to the comedian. Yes.
All right.
Sit your ass down and before you sit down and everybody else, give it up for fucking Ethan Abrams.
Keep it going for Hopper, guys. Keep it going for Amos and shit out of shit. And your bar and wait staff. Come on. Great, dude. This place is cool. Hell yeah. I've always wanted to do comedy in a Swedish spa. All right, cool. That's what we're fucking doing. All right. I don't like guns. I know that's surprising to you guys because I look like I really love guns. Right? Like I got up here and you guys are like, yeah, there's one thing I know about him. Loves guns. I don't like guns. I'm from Oregon. I'm an Oregonian. I was raised by a redneck. I don't like guns. I've known since I was 5 I don't like guns. Because the way my grandfather would handle me. Like I remember him being like a little kid. I remember being a little kid and my grandfather having like 8 or 9 of his fucking dudes hanging around swinging dick. So he's like, hey boys, you want to see my new gun? And he pulled his gun out and he just handed it around like loaded. And I remember being a little kid going, oh my God. And he just passed his gun around. And then eventually they get back to my grandfather and he'd look at me and he's like, oh, I gotta teach him something. It's time for me to teach him something. So I remember very clearly at 5 years old, my grandfather leaning down, looking at me, and he goes, Ethan, you never have too many fingerprints on the weapon. It's like, what? What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to teach me at 5 years old, Grandpa? Come on. I wrote a book recently. Okay, fuck you guys. I wrote a book recently. Thank you. It's a big, thick book full of lots of pages. Big, thick book. It's called How to Cure Yourself of Mental Illness by Ethan Abrams. It's true. Yeah, check it out. The first 11 pages are about my struggles with alcohol and cocaine and mental illness. And on the 12th page you turn, it's hollowed out with a pistol on the inside. There's a gun in the book, motherfuckers. All right. No, all right. Fuck you guys. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. Anybody like cocaine? You look like you used to like cocaine, Robert. Huh? Used to?
Yeah.
Wait, you guys all moved to bed to get fucking lame? Come on, man. Like that. Come on. I got blow in this town plenty of times.
Did you?
Huh?
You can't trust him.
Nah, that's what you obsessed. I quit 5 years ago. Nobody wants to do cocaine with a 40-year-old man now, right? No one wants to do that. So on a long enough timeline, the people you do blow with get younger and younger and younger. So I'll give you an example. Like one of the last nights I was doing cocaine, it was like 3 in the morning. I was chopping up blow, just like snorting. And I'm like looking at this guy I was fucking snorting cocaine with, and I'm like having that intense cocaine talk. I'm like, yeah, man, 9/11 was a motherfucker, right? And he looks at me, he's like, I wasn't born yet. But I took that completely differently. Because I'm all fucked up on cocaine. I'm like, yeah, man, we kind of all weren't born yet, right? Yeah, it wasn't until that plane hit that tower. That's cocaine for you. That's what cocaine is. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Sounds great. You haven't done cocaine? I'm fucking
It's
shocked.
not good for your mental health.
Huh? No shit. Huh? You got a risk that never done cocaine. Holy fuck. Really? You're wearing 4 beads, dude. Like, look at you never done cocaine?
No, I didn't say never.
No! I love this. Let's see what other fucking garbage I want to throw at you guys. I'm on one of those edgy comics now. I figured out the difference between men and women. Yeah. I figured out the difference between men and women, guys. It all comes down to how men and women view homeless people differently. Okay, I'll give you a little dig. I was walking the other day with my girl, and we're a stone, having a good time, nice sunny day. And we're walking by a homeless man who was standing in his underwear, and he was holding a burrito, and he was yelling, "Bird!" and then taking a bite of his burrito. And going, "Bird!" and taking a bite of his burrito. And I like made eye contact with my girl, and I was like, oh fuck, her face said it all. She was like, this poor man, I hope he finds hope and happiness and love and acceptance. I hope he gets his life back together. That's what women think. And me, I'm just looking at him going, where do you get that burrito? Yeah, that's what I like. I don't know, I was, like I said, I was raised in Portland, Oregon. Anybody bullied as a kid? Round of applause for bullied as a kid. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it makes you tougher, man. It makes you fucking tough. Bully those kids, dude. They make you tougher. I was bullied by Bobby. Bobby was a fucking asshole. Okay. My dad being a lunatic though. When I was a little kid, one of the most memorable moments of my life is one day I remember coming out of a convenience store and watching my dad beat up my own bully for me. That was a wild moment. Not because he was bullying me, because he like mouthed off to my dad. You know, he said something to my dad's like, what the fuck you saying? He like hit him. And that was a magical moment for me. That was a magical moment because I witnessed that with my best friend. And we knew right then and there that my dad was going to get his ass kicked. Because Bobby's dad is way bigger than mine. And we get excited. My dad's an asshole, so like we run through neighborhoods, start grabbing all our boys and stuff. We come to the front yard, and here comes Bob Sr. just fucking marching down, pissed, just red-faced pissed. He comes up, pounds on my front door. My dad opens up, he's smoking a cigarette, fucking hanging out, holding a Pepsi, and Bob Sr. just starts screaming at him. How dare you hit my fucking son, screaming at him. And my dad just sits there and lets this man scream at him, calmly, for about 5 minutes. And then eventually my dad gets enough of it, puts a cigarette in his mouth, and hits Bob Sr. across his face. And the wildest thing is Bob Sr. goes, oh, and he just like walks down the stairs and goes away. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, friends like, no, dad. And I thought that was it of it. But after that, the craziest thing that happened, I didn't have a bully anymore. After that, Bobby was the nicest kid to me. You know what? After that, Bob Sr. was the nicest guy to me. I couldn't figure out why it took me years. Until one day, it dawned on me that we all had one thing in common. We were all hit by my father. Thank you so much. All right, let's go back to our let's get to the HOPPER radio and ask your question. Are you on? What's that? You asked me a question, my dude.
Oh yeah, no, I got a question for you, man. Like,
All right.
well, I just wanted to relate. It's more of just shooting the shit with you. The first part of your say, you're talking about guns with the, dumb adults basically showing you guns, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember being in high school, and my buddy had this like little 3-acre property, trailers in the back, and so we decided that we were gonna do. Now, most people know it as meth, but I like to call it as the solid late '90s like crack.
Yeah.
So we're up all night, right? And his stepdad.
Please tell me you didn't bring this gun to us.
No, yeah, no. So his stepdad, same thing. He's over in the house doing the same thing in his own way. He comes and brings a hair trigger 45, full 45 out to us to show us that. I've not been sleeping. I just remember the only thing I remember is just grabbing that gun and then I had it by my waist, and as soon as I got it right up here, and that was a 16-year-old he gave a hair trigger Colt 45 to. This is why we need to protect our Second Amendment, is what I'm getting at. These are the reasons we need the Second Amendment.
Yeah,
Right,
so give kids guns. Yeah, guns.
Right.
All right, yeah.
Oh man, you still live in Sacramento?
Yeah, so I have a business here in Bend, Oregon, and then so I work up here, and I live in the wonderful dump that is Sacramento, California.
What area?
I live in Oak Park, man. I'm like one of like 2 white guys in an all black neighborhood. It's fucking magical, dude.
No shit. There's only like 2 or 3 like really true black neighborhoods.
Yeah, Oak Park is about as black as you can get.
No,
Yeah.
I've been through
That's
this.
great. My next door neighbor is a black barbershop. They're the best neighbors ever. They're just excited all the time, and it's so much fun.
Always open for conversation.
Oh, dude, they're the best. They're the best. And they're always like hanging out, smoking weed. I feel like coming out. Like I come out my door and they're like, "Hey, you want some weed?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, why not?" That's how I start most of my days, guys. It's amazing.
I get disappointed with our big blacks. I watched one the other day go to Roberto's and he started modding one of his orders at a Mexican place. I'm like, you're white. You're culturally white. Dude. You're modding at a Mexican place. Just pick a number and go with it. Am I wrong for that?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. If you're modding at Roberto's, if you're modifying your dish at Roberto's, you can go with those that are being sent off. You can,
Well, I mean, like a statement towards Ben, like Ben, and you guys are gonna hate me for this. You guys have some dog shit Mexican food out there.
Yeah.
It is some of the worst
Yeah, 100%.
on the planet. I love you guys. Huh? You want what the kitchen staff's eating. You don't want what they're serving you. Like it's the most bland. This place is fire, by the way.
No, this
Here,
place is nice.
This place is great. This place is great.
This place is
But
Yeah.
most of the Mexican food here sucks. All right.
No, it does. It does. There's a Michoacan taco truck that I need to try out, but that's about it.
Hey,
But
round of applause for Hopper, guys.
You know,
This is my-
Ethan, is that, I think I fucked up your name. Is that Ethan Akers or Ethan Albers?
It's Albert.
Albers, my bad, brother, my bad. That was Ethan Albers, super fucking funny. We have Julia Reed Nichols up next. Larry, did you come in? Larry, do we have a Larry in here? He told me that he wanted to sign up. Julia's just jumping on it. Look, she's not even gonna let me get to my jokes in between. You want to sit here and talk to? All I wanted to do was just tell you that the call that I had designed in my mind to wrap myself off tonight. It's very simple. I figured I got to go with a hard country, super right-leaning like aspect of it, right? So I'm gonna give him a call, and I'm gonna be like, "Is this immigration? Yeah, is this ICE? You know, I'm still got the same joke. ICE, intentionally criminalizing exiles? No, that's not what y'all stand for. That's besides the point. Anyway, I want to let y'all know that I caught one of them illegals. What do you mean I can't catch them? I'm just supposed to, what the fuck? I caught him though. Where do I got him? Well, I got him outside of the Home Depot. What do you think I got him? See, that damn Mexican was out there screaming out like that trumpet shooting his huevos, whatever the hell that means. So, you know, I noticed he was out there at Home Depot asking for work, good hard-paying work that good white Americans like me would take if it wasn't for my back pain and the disability and all the medications that I'm on, or to collect my Social Security early. But yeah, so I caught him, and I just want to let you know. What do you mean, where I got him? Well, shit, I got him tied to the back of my tailgate. That's my call. I figured they'd get there if I made that call, right? Like right away. Yeah. They would show up for that, right? And again, what I would do is I just use some spray tan because I don't quite fit the description, I know. And I heard Blake Lively has some really good smelling spray tan, from what I heard. So, anybody know he's following with Blake Lively, Justin, whatever his name is, Saga? I'm sorry, I'm on the internet looking for jokes all the time. And dude, that shit's funny. It's like Amber Heard, Johnny Depp light. It's great. There's just no poo on the bed yet. So, yeah. All right. You want to follow poo on the bed?
Oh, yeah.
All right. You know what? Give it up for the very, very patient, very funny Julia Reed Nichols.
Hey guys! How are all you doing? Good? Having a good night? Okay. I'm kind of new to Bend. I moved here about a year ago from Las Vegas, and truthfully, I'm completely falling in love with this town. I can find something to do in all seasons. Me and my husband have started doing all the typical Ben things, including getting a dog. Are any other dog owners out there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes? Did anybody else get their dog from Street Dog Hero? No, you all bought your animals. Is that what? No, we adopted our dog from Street Dog Hero, and I don't want to brag, but he is a mixed breed dog. Me and my husband are very progressive. And it's not a poodle, no. He is a true mutt. He is a shepherd chihuahua mix. And I pictured both scenarios in my head, and in my mind, the boy's the chihuahua. Because it's just more fun, right? It's just more fun. And he does have some identity issues being a shepherd chihuahua mix, He doesn't know if he's supposed to protect things like a shepherd or if he's supposed to steal things like a chihuahua. But we love him. He only has a few jobs in our house. Be cuddly is one of them. Go to the bathroom, poo, as you would, outside. And then he has to fit under the airplane seat, thus the chihuahua mix. We needed a portable animal. It was one of our major requirements. And honestly, we love him so much that we don't even care that he's a real son of a bitch. When I was 24, I had a really bad week. I got fired, I got divorced, and I had to move back into my parents' house. Yeah, I know, with divorces, right? But when you have a broke divorce, it's very different than a wealthy divorce. In a wealthy divorce, you get to do fun things like split up assets and properties and, bank accounts. In a broke divorce, you get to split up debts. Yeah. And I'm honestly pretty mad at my 18-year-old self because when I was 18, everything was really tight, you guys. Picture this, but like 20 years younger. Yeah, I could have gotten a millionaire. And instead, I picked some broke opera singer from Jackson, Michigan. I know. This is my lesson to all you ladies out there. Please, know the value of your vagina. Know what it's worth. When you're young, marry the millionaire, divorce the motherfucker, then marry the man you're going to fall in love with and be with for the rest of your life. Right? Because this has so much value that we're just throwing away on guys on Tinder, So, please, know your worth. That's all the jokes I have for you guys tonight. I guess we'll see you next time.
Julia Reed Nichols. You want to stay around? You want to shout out?
Oh, yes.
Because I heard the first part you said, I heard you live in Vegas. I come from Vegas.
I did. I lived in Vegas. Where did you live in Vegas?
I lived in 3 different areas. I started off in Henderson.
Okay.
I was over by Summerlin.
Okay.
And I wound up in North Vegas, right towards the top.
So I lived in the real trashy part of town, right by the strip, right by UNLV, where all the homeless people hang out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I remember if I woke up around that area, I knew that I'd be home for the next 2 days. So,
Yeah, if you made it home at all, yeah.
And then you think your dog's father was the Chihuahua. Huh?
I do. I pictured both scenarios. One feels a little rapey, one's a little fun,
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm trying to breed my corgi, corgi little midget dog with my husky. Let me tell you right now, the Chihuahua was not the father because the only thing the corgi can do is face fuck the husky. Even then it can't do it. It's like, yeah.
I love that he puts in the effort though. He's a champ. Look
Oh,
at him.
he is. He's a stud. I tell him, he's a stud in training. He's just been training for 3 years. That's the problem.
He's been training.
Yeah, it's not been great.
That's
It's not been great. So yeah, from Vegas, wants to protect the vagina. Now I do believe the vagina is a very, very very underappreciated asset in this country nowadays.
Yeah, it's worth a lot if you could price it right. It's worth a lot.
We both came from Vegas, we know that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if people will straight up offer to pay for your vagina, the most I've ever been offered is $300, which feels a little low to me, honestly.
That's very low.
It feels low. It feels like it should be more, right?
That's a hand job money on the strip. So.
Thank you. That's what I mean. That's kind of what I told the guy. I was like, maybe dinner, but not a blowjob, you know?
That's about it. Yeah. No. You can push a couple thousand easy. But sorry, so I'm not trying to. Vegas is awesome. I miss the dysfunction of it in a way. People are way too right in the head here. They're too actually put together.
Yeah, they're very thoughtful.
Too well balanced.
They're very thoughtful about life here. When I first moved here, I thought everything was very artisan.
Yeah.
Like, everything's artisan. Everywhere you go, everything's like thought out, artisan. And in big cities, like nobody has time to think about anything.
No, and my thing was, I'm like, at first I just wanted to be jaded and be like, they're pretentious, they're not that nice. No, I just found out that I'm an asshole.
Yeah, me too, it's okay.
Right?
It's okay.
All right, everybody give it up for Joe Renico. All right. Yeah, 3 more comedians up tonight. We got Billy, Jake, and Peaches. We're just going to let them do whatever the hell they want for the rest of the time. So, Billy, you're not clocked. Everybody give it up for Billy Brand!
Oh man, guys, what about that election? Stuff happened. Man, it's been crazy. I don't know if you've been watching the news, but like Trump has been just going off. He's created so many executive orders, it's kind of nuts. I don't know, I've been trying to keep track of them. Do you guys want to hear a few that he's made?
Sure.
This is nuts, you guys won't believe this. Like he brought back TikTok. It's pretty crazy, that's kind of crazy. I know, one Gen Z in the audience is gone. He's decided to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
Woo!
Or Taco Bay.
Okay.
Either one. I know, it's crazy. 4th of July is now going to be called Fuck England Day. Pretty nuts, right? I don't know. MLK Day is now going to be called Haters and Losers Gonna Cry Day. That was a little funky. Yeah, no. China will now be spelled with a Y instead of an I. That's pretty nuts. Anyone 65 and older isn't allowed at the Costco on the north side of Bend. That was a little targeted, but I actually appreciate that. Bend has to remove 7 roundabouts? Damn, alright. Whoa, go off. Yeah, Trump is going to direct the military to invade Canada and rename it Gay North Dakota. Anyone with an "In This House We Believe" sign in the front of their yard will be deported. That's going to be nuts. The department ICE is going to be renamed Thaw on account that they seem to exclusively send people to warm places. That was more clever than it. Uno is now going to be called One. And all the green cards are removed. All right. Dicey one, I know. Yeah. Elon Musk is required to have 25 more kids so that he can have one for each letter of the alphabet. And every library in the country is going to have to buy Trump's new self-help book, Grab Life by the Pussy. I know, this is, political humor is kind of tough, it's always dicey. An interesting thing I've noticed though about the last 2 presidents, Trump and Biden, you can say a lot about them, but you can't call them religiously intolerant. Because, first off, we got Trump. He was gracious enough to let his daughter marry a Jewish man, letting her leave the family faith. of worshiping himself. And Joe Biden, he's pretty tolerant too. I mean, he's a Catholic, a practicing Catholic, but he was gracious enough to pardon his son Hunter for being a practicing Crystal Methodist. All right, I'm done with the political humor, but that was kind of fun. Well, yeah. I am married as of 8 months ago. Thank you. And I think so far what I figured out is in our marriage, it's working out because I realized I'm pretty cool, and my wife agrees. She's home right now. She hates that one so much. But my wife and I, we like messing with each other, like joking around. My favorite one that she does is where she'll do that thing where I say like, "Hey, I love you," and she'll just look at me like, "It's been 7 years since the accident. You have to let me go." And then she does that thing where she just sort of fades into nothing. She likes joshing around. I have these in-laws. In-laws are fun now that I have them. They were from San Francisco, so that's always a ball of fun. They came and visited for the holidays, and they got out of their car, they brought their dog with them. And their dog got out of the car, and I shit you not, he was wearing a knitted turtleneck sweater. And I immediately was like, okay, whoa, in Oregon? All right, dude, we gotta get some Patagonia on this dog, stop. Right? Because, we're in Oregon, so my neighbors are lesbians, but even they were gonna make fun of this gay dog, right? Can't just show up like that. Yeah. I think it's kind of annoying when people try to brag about the tricks that their dog can do. That pisses me off. Because they'll be all like, "Oh, my dog can roll over, play dead, do its taxes, perform open heart surgery. What can yours do?" And I have to go well, he does this really fun thing where he just, barks and runs away. He's really hard to get into a car. I don't know if that's a thing. Yeah. But I think it's kind of interesting how you can tell what different cities prioritize by the names of kids in that city. For instance, I don't know if you've noticed in Bend, but every other kid is either named Aspen or Sativa. Pretty crazy. But if you go to Redmond, everybody's named Faith or Gunner. Alright. And then when you go to Lapine, everyone's named Fenton Al. Nicotine, it's crazy. Nicotine. Here's another fun thing I like about hanging out with family. Is that after a certain point, after a certain age, you just start introducing that family member as their age instead of their name. I don't know if anyone else does this. We totally do this. We'll just be like, "Oh yeah, this is my cousin Casey, this is my mom, her name's Catherine, and then this lady over here is 92. Can you believe that? Can you believe that?" And she'll be like, "I have a name." We'll be like, "Oh yeah? Do you even remember it?" That is a mean joke. At the expense of my grandma, but she actually kind of liked that one. I made that one up with my grandma at Christmas. She was so pissed. Yeah. I love that. Here's my last gripe for everyone. My last gripe. I have prejudices. I'll be honest. I'm working to overcome them. I'm over most of them, but there's one I don't think I'm ever going to get over. And it's the fact that when I'm at Starbucks, I don't not want the person making my coffee to not look like they didn't get an expensive liberal arts degree. I said too many negatives. I want them to look like they got an expensive liberal arts degree. Gotcha. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want anyone else touching my coffee unless they look like that. Like, I don't want, if I see some like chipper guy who's like, hey, welcome to Starbucks, I'm like, get your dirty hands off that cup. Get your dirty, happy, moisturized hands away from my coffee and go find the person that's had the worst. Yeah. Find that woman and have that just dropped the cup and have her make my coffee. Person's having the worst shift so far because they're going to be the one that makes it the best. They're going to be the one that's just in the corner, just like, fuck this fucking corporation. I'm going to make this coffee extra strong because fuck these guys and fuck this work. Yes, that is what I want. Yeah, I just go up there and I'm like, all right, I would like decaf latte, but I'd like it with 2 pumps of anger and about 3 shots of resentment. That's it for me tonight, guys. Thank you.
All right, 8 months. 8 months. Yeah. Are you guys looking to have kids?
Once her student loans are paid off.
Student loans are paid off.
It's been 20 years since she has no eggs.
Exactly. She's young. She's a little younger than me.
You know what's funny? You know, my girlfriend, she's about to go into nursing school herself, and she wants kids. She desperately wants kids, right? And then she starts getting logical and says, yeah, no, let's go get past nursing school. But the problem is she has one of those period trackers, those like fertility trackers. So once that day hits, like, you know, and everybody thinks the time of the month, like in a relationship, is when the period hits. That's not the time, guys. That's just when you need to double up on bear spray. Like, no, it's the time right before that, because that's when she does not look at you as anything but a sperm donor at this point. It's just, you're a sperm bank. You can give me children. I swear, does your girl do that? Does she have like little moments to where she's like, no, Billy, like, you gotta give me a kid?
You know what, Hopper, I'm not gonna bring my girl around you, because your girl's looking at you like that. My girl's like, he can do it. He'll do it.
Oh, no, trust me, give it
We'll get
time.
the loans paid off first.
No, trust me, give it time. They see another use for you, and it's gonna be the kid. Like, it
yeah.
has nothing to do with attractiveness with me. It's her just wanting, dude, I have to put on the Crocs, the khakis. I started playing, what's it called, Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. Like, it's bad, man, yeah.
Yeah, my wife, I have like fun ways of doing that. We regularly hang out with like the cousins that are like the worst behaving in our family, and then she comes back and says, all right, I'm good for another day.
Yeah.
And we recently had her sign up for Rover so that she can like just like be around dogs and stuff. Like that. She just graduated PA school though, so she just.
Oh, that's awesome. Give it up for Billy's wife, yeah.
She's pretty cool.
Give it up for this guy walking in. Oh yeah. And one more thing, I just appreciate the Fuck England Day. I like that. My birthday is 4th of July. I share that with it, and I have a lot of Gaelic blood, so fuck England.
There you go.
All right, can we have a mic up? Thank you. Give it up for Billy Brandt, y'all. All right, looks like we had a couple of comedians added on to the docket. Jake Woodmancy's up next, and then we have Meredith, Danny Yarborough, and Peaches finishing us off tonight. But everybody, where's he at? Is he ready? Do we have Woodmancy? There he is. There's a lot of people in here now. Everybody give it up for Jake Woodmancy!
All right, everybody, thank you very much for that. And thank you to Crave and all the awesome people working here to give us good drinks, good food, good some free night of entertainment. All right. Obviously, I have worked in several Thai restaurants, and with just some minor adjustments, I am now ready to make Billy's coffee. I'm just fucking with you. College was the best 2 months of my life. All right, we talked about a lot of topics so far, but it behooves me as a comedian to talk about things that we can all chuckle and get along at. So to start, the Bible. The Bible has some interesting things in it, some good things, depending on how you feel. One thing that fascinates me is the story of Noah's Ark. The guy that put all animals in pairs in the boat, kept them for 40 days and 40 nights, and that's why we have all the animals alive from the Great Flood, according to the Bible. Everybody familiar with that story?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, we've gotten kind of crazy with that story. We've made movies about it. We pepper it up. There's pictures with dinosaurs and unicorns getting the middle finger when the boat's about to take off. And everybody forgets it was the first Jewish cruise. So that brings to mind that there's actually a missing account from the Bible, and it's Noah's wife. We never hear from that poor lady that got roped into this whole little DIY project, you know? Like, he's going back and forth to Home Depot, grabbing all this stuff, like, oh, damn it, we need more pegs. And the whole time, this poor lady's like, Noah, what is going on, buddy? Okay, you put me on a yacht, for God, and I'm sitting next to elephant ass the entire time. It's ruining the buffet, buddy. And now the same-sex leopards are mating in front of the children, Noah. How am I going to explain that to our children? So that's what's missing from the Bible. All right, now you know me a little bit. I like to do choose your own adventure stories. I have true stories about a weird life, so you guys get to vote. Alright, now last time I said I had a stripper's story of me stripping for a bachelorette party, and that's the one we didn't get to. So tonight, we have our choices. You can hear about me stripping for a bachelorette party, that's number one, or you can hear the tale of how I was no longer a Jehovah's Witness and lost my virginity. So, story one or story two? What is it? Oh, I'm seeing a lot of twos. All right.
But I also want to hear one.
Sweetheart, I'm right there. Obviously, I'm affordable. Look at me. All right. So, the stripper bachelorette story, unfortunately, will have to gather dust as we talk about the first time I enjoyed my first taste of pleasure pudding. Alright. I grew up as one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Do we have any Jehovah's Witnesses here on a Thursday around alcohol and freedom of speech? No? Good. I was afraid they found me. Alright. So, I was the first person in my family to leave the cult. And if you've ever been in a cult, there's not a whole lot of talky about real life. So, all I knew about sex is that it makes babies and God doesn't like it. And married people have to do it, and they're very opposed. I was 16, and I ran away from home, and I sold a lot of things that belonged to me, and some things that didn't. And my plan was to run away with my best friend to Mexico, where we were going to be surfers and pit fighters for the rest of our lives. We got mugged in Sacramento, stuck in San Diego, and I was like, hey bud, before we cross the border, we could be stranded in a country where we speak the language of people like us, or in Mexico, or sorry, New America, whatever the hell it's called today.
Newer New Mexico.
Newer New Mexico, yeah, the newest Mexico. So, we go down to San Diego, we surf for a couple weeks, we come back. I don't want to go to my religious parents' house, and I have a bottle of rum. I decided to get shit-faced back in Drake Park when being a park rat used to mean something. There was homeless, there was park rat, and then there was goth kids. All right, that's how the social hierarchy started. And it was a very, very small town back then. Decided to get shit-faced in the park like a gentleman. And this adorable goth chick, Emily, decides to take pity on me, and she starts taking me to random house parties. I just thought she was a really social gal having fun because I didn't know stuff. And really, she was trying to find a place for us to have sex the entire time. I was completely unaware. So she begins to get frustrated with me, but then hangs out, and then we end up hanging out for a couple weeks. I get my first apartment, and now we're boyfriend and girlfriend. So she finds out that I'm a complete sexual moron, and that I think everyone has Barbie parts. Grew up pretty innocent before this happened. So then, we're dating for about a year, and her mom hates me because I'm that wild teenage boy with my own apartment, and she doesn't know, I don't even know how to use my own dick, let alone have somebody else join in on the fun. True story, never masturbated until after I had sex. I had zero idea what I was imitating. That's how poorly educated I was in the world. My mom was pretty much a single mom, so she taught me when I go to the bathroom, I would actually have to grab toilet paper and dab the tip. No shaky shaky. This was not brought to my attention as awkward until my first fiance said, "What are you doing with it?" Did I sneeze on it? What happened? What are you doing in there? And then what's great, after scolding me for being a weirdo, she was like, that's actually kind of nicer. I'm like, I wondered why her toilet seat was always nice. So, back to 16-year-old with his own apartment and his fresh, hot, goth girlfriend. So, her father, great guy, reaches out to me and he's like, "Hey Jake, would you like to go camping with me, Emily's stepmom, and her brother? We have a fantastic spot we go to every year. We would like you to join the family." And that was the sweetest, most wholesome thing that I've had in a long time. So I said, absolutely. And I don't know what your childhood was. I assume it's 2025 and everybody was horribly abused and your book is about to be published. So I grew up pretty rough, pretty violent household. And I had never seen a family like this. Like, they all got out of the car smiling. The father didn't look like Chris Farley about to blow his last bypass. Like, they were hugging, and the first thing they unloaded is costumes. Everybody's got to dress up in fun costumes, and then we can go get in our little camp characters. And then he taught me how to do rock stacks as a meditation in the river. And while we were doing it, he put little gentle tea lights under each rock stack. So when we sat down for dinner, all of a sudden he lit all of them, and the whole river was glowing with these beautiful candles. I'm sitting with this wonderful family and my girlfriend, and love was in the air. It was fantastic. So, smart man, gave me my own tent. And then, middle of the night, I hear my zipper coming down. So, I am about to just be like, "Sir, I haven't touched her in 6 hours, sir." And it's Emily, and she's just really quiet. She's like, "Come here, come here." And I'm like, "Oh, dude." Once again, sexual moron, zero idea what's going on. So she treated me like a real gentleman. She takes me out. There's this beautiful tree outcropping over the river, far away from camp. There's a blanket laid out, some candles, and so she wooed me. I was wooed hard. So then I find out what this does, and I start fumbling around. Jackson Pollock had more finesse in his form, I think, than I did. For you, liberal arts degree people barely worthy of making Billy's coffee. So we're doing the deed, and about 40 minutes goes on, and I am so nervous and so scared, because if you have no idea how sex works and you are on top of a petite woman, you just think you're hurt, because sex noises and pain noises sound exactly the same if you don't know what's going on. So the entire time I'm like, "Oh, sorry, oh, sorry, oh, sorry," for 40 minutes. So for some reason she got bored, and she said, "No, thank you." And we are done now. And Emily was not going to be wearing white to the wedding. She had already had a couple of suitors, which was a good thing. And so I go to take a pee after this, and I came. It was the weirdest experience of my life and the most relaxing pee of my life. I will never forget it. It was a very special moment. So I go back to my tent, and now I'm all nervous. I have a secret for the first time in a very long time. I'm like, "Oh God." Oh. And then I wake up in the morning. I'm a teenage boy that just got laid for the first time. So I am having a zippity-doo-dah morning. I'm like, "Hello, Mr. Bird. Hey, coffee maker. Hey, squirrels. Get away from my crackers." Like, being overly helpful, super buoyant in my personality and everything. And everybody's just like, "Oh, no, fine." And then I walk by one of the cars and I catch my reflection. Emily had peppered my neck in hickeys. Meaning everyone at camp knew exactly what happened in the middle of the night. So I immediately want to put myself in the witness protection program. I'm in the middle of the woods with a lovely family, and now I am a horrible monster that defiled their good little girl in my mind. And Doug, her dad, is like, "Hey, every camping trip, we do a boys' hike. Just the men, and then we go on this trail." I'm like, "Yeah, sure. That sounds like the stuff we should do. Yeah, because we're men and stuff." And we start hiking, and her little brother keeps asking to play with his walking stick. And Doug, uncharacteristically, gets strict. He's like, "Yeah, just be really careful with it." And in my mind, I'm like, "Whoa, Captain Douchebag? Like, Kid wants to play with your little stick. Like, what's up with all the rules all of a sudden? You didn't care about your daughter playing with mine. And then her brother reveals that it is a hidden katana blade inside the walking stick, and I am now a ignorant young man stuck in the middle of the woods. One of them is weaponized, and I just fucked the other one's daughter. And every Jehovah's Witness magazine on fornication is blaring through my mind at full volume, like Satan's favorite pastime. You're a dirty, dirty boy. Whatever, tramp. And so, total crisis. And like in my mind, I was like, oh my God, I knew everyone was right. Oh my God, I'm out in the world. I'm out of Jehovah's protection. Oh my God, I'm full of sin. I'm feeling sin coming out of my penis right now. And like a men do on a hike. And so we get back to the car, peacefully pack up, and then Emily and I drive off in her car, which starts acting funny. And so we have to stop at her mom's, who hates me, on the way home. Now, just because I am a dude, she assumes that I know what is under a car hood. I don't know what is under a car hood. I didn't even know what was under her daughter's hood. I'm just fumbling around everything. And I have to keep my hickey side of my neck away from Carol's face. Has anybody ever met a nice Carol? Didn't think so. All right, so she's like, well, the problem could be the belts maybe need to be tightened, but I do see some oil spilling over here. What do you think, Jake? I'm like, oh yeah, the problem's obviously the flux tank capacitor's out of kaputz with the hunky dink. So we make it out of that situation, we're all alive, we're fine. Cut to Valentine's Day, just a few months after this. Emily was on her woman's cycle, so we didn't do any boinky boink. That much I did learn in a short time. Because I don't know if you've ever shared a household with two sisters and a gay dad. You get really used to everyone being on the same cycle. You do learn that much about the human. So Emily and I didn't do anything on Valentine's Day. We pretended to be British. We went to Jake's truck stop and we smoked cigarettes all night. That was our Valentine's Day. It was a lot of fun for us. The next day, she was like, hey, you want to hit my mom's hot tub? And I'm like, oh, absolutely. So, wearing shorts, not fooling around in the hot tub, not that I would know what I was doing if I tried. We get to her mom's hot tub, we're chilling out, having a good time, nothing funky. And Carol comes out, she's like, hi Emily. Hello, Jacob. I'm like, whoa, that was different. So, I look at my lovely girlfriend and I'm like, Emily, what? Seems like your mom's kind of turning the rage up a little bit. She's like, oh, I forgot to tell you, I told her we were sexually active. To get out of the hot tub, Carol is blocking the only path in the kitchen, chopping vegetables that don't need to be chopped. And she's chopping celery, carrots, anything phallic, just coarse, angry chops with this knife, while her eyes do not leave us in the hot tub. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to talk to her one-on-one. And I'm just like, you sure? I was like, I don't have a choice. And gentlemen, you might have to explain to your lady accompaniment that when you are in a hot tub, your dick approaches what is called demo mode. This is a very nice flaccid look where it looks like your dick has more possibilities than if you were in a cold water setting. Also, when one leaves the hot tub, your shorts then shrink ramp around said demo dick. That is how I was when I was dripping wet and having to talk to the mother of my girlfriend about being sexually active. And my whole thought is, well, Emily was sexually active before. I'm the pristine white princess in the tower that was captured by the cockswaggling pirate that is your daughter. For some reason, Carol was not receptive to that message. So, years go by. I still love Emily very much. I just saw her and her children earlier this week. They are very special people in my life, and we're always very close. She needed help remodeling her bathroom a couple of years ago, so I was like, sure. So I go to Portland and I do that. One of the nights I couldn't sleep. I'm on her back porch. I'm having a cigarette because I believe in saving money on retirement. And I'm having my smoke, and Emily comes out. She's like, "Hey, you all right?" I'm like, "Oh man, I just can't get to sleep." She's like, "Oh, well, do you want help getting sleepy? I'm like, what, you got like some NyQuil or Tylenol PM or something? And she goes, no, Jake. I'm asking if you would like casual sex. Would you like casual sex to help you sleep? Still a moron up here. And I'm like, you know, I would love to. You're still as beautiful as the day we met, but I kind of work for you right now, so I don't think that would be great. And she's like, oh, yeah, you're probably right. So we go to bed, separate beds, wake up in the morning, have coffee. I start laughing like a pirate that just chugged his last shot of rum. And she's like, what's so funny? I was like, if my story with you happened to a woman about being raised in a cult, abandoned in the woods with a man and a sword at the night they lost their virginity, and then only to be sexually harassed in the workplace as some sort of low-rent, great-value sex worker, there would be a 3-part series on Hulu. It would be a documentary about the horrible suffrage of this. But I'm a white guy, so fuck me. All right, I'm Jake. That's how I lost my virginity. And thank you so much for the time. Give it up for Hopper, man, making this happen.
Okay, you never masturbated either, so virgin?
Not until after sex.
Oh,
I had no idea what the fuss was about.
So what did you happen, like, you had to have wet dreams, right? Did you just think that your dick was running a cold every couple weeks?
Anything that came out of there was Satan's doing. So, you just say a couple of prayers over the laundry, Spirito Sancti, and then you go.
Holy water on that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That really, yeah.
Actually, why isn't semen called holy water?
Yeah. And then you got taught to wipe the tip. That was interesting.
Yeah, I'll never forget. So I was 3 years old. I knew I had to pee differently than my sisters. I asked my mom, and that's the demonstration I got. My mom taught me how to pee like a gentleman.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or like a real man. So.
No, my girlfriend asks me to wipe the tip. She does not like me doing the helicopter. She says it's unsanitary. So
I just think that's generous.
Right? Yeah. All right. Hey, everybody, give it up for Jake. All right. Appreciate it, brother. Good job. All right, we have a couple of comedians added on to the docket. Got Meredith up next. Oh my goodness, something coming up. Meredith up next. Danny Yarborough, Larry, and Peaches finishing us. Everybody give it up for Meredith!
Okay, so normally I like to sing, and I have a funny song about Tinder. And if we can all reach in our back of our pockets to the far part of our brain to that one time that you had a Tinder date 10 years ago, maybe we can sing a song together. So let's start to think about that. I'm gonna get my ukulele out.
That'd be nice if it was one time 10 years ago.
Is Tinder still around? It's still around, right? I think it's still around.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Danny, can you hold my microphone? Danny? Can you hold my microphone? Actually, I can do this. I've done this before. I can figure this out. Let's see. Okay. It's going down. I'm swiping Tinder. I'm swiping right. I'm swiping left. Made another match. me. Does anybody want to share a Tinder story? We can add to the song. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I was on it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Found an old high school crush.
Uh-oh.
We matched.
Uh-oh.
Turned out she had a crush on me, and I was like, so you mean the whole time we could have? Yeah. And so then I was on Tinder for 5 minutes, and I got a very successful date.
And then you ended up following through
Mhm.
and taking the dates.
And then we burned some
You had a
calories
high
together,
school
and we grew
reunion.
up and went our different ways.
I'm playing games. I'm swiping tonight. I'm swiping right. I'm swiping left. Made my first match. I've only been here 5 minutes. Oh, what? We went to high school? What's next? We matched. We met up. How'd it go? What's another, anybody else want to share another Tinder?
Yeah, I go. Matched with a girl. Her profile said she was like 4'5".
Okay,
And I was thinking, oh, that's kind of short.
yeah.
She invited me over to her apartment, gave me a tall boy, and 4'5" is extremely short. And she said, hey, did I see you hiking the Butte the other day? I said, yeah. She said, did you have your guitar with you? I said, yeah. And she said, well, did you notice anything on your way down? I said, what? Like, what? No. And she had taken a shit on the trail.
I'm playing games. I'm swiping right. I'm swiping left. I made another match. I probably won't consider, because I saw her shit at the end of the trail. Did you see it? She said she was 4'5". She gave me a tall boy and asked me a very interesting question. Was she really 4'5"?
Yeah, she had conditions.
I'm playing games. I'm swiping tonight. I'm swiping right. I'm swiping left. Made another match. I won't consider. Cause if I have to pick up her shit, we're not a good match. Anybody else want to add one last Tinder and then I'll finish?
Who is dated on Tinder? Raise your hands.
It's been too long.
Okay.
It's been a little bit.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Tinder.
Okay.
Hold on. Partner.
Yeah,
You got one.
Oh, we got 2 women. Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna tell you, so I did a lot of Tinder.
Uh-huh.
The day I turned 30, my match rate went down by like 50%.
So you stopped getting.
So it used to be everyone I swiped right on said yes to me. He's like, look at me, right?
Yeah.
And then when I turned 30, that stopped happening.
And you didn't make as many matches.
Because guys want young,
Yeah.
dumb.
You don't look a day over 31.
That's
How old
so
are you?
sweet!
How old are you?
I'm 38, thank you.
Yay! Let's give it up for her. 38. You can still be on Tinder at 38.
I don't need to be. I got off it.
Oh.
I found one.
Wow.
I know. I found him on Hinge though. He's really more of a Hinge guy.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
really exciting, you guys. Hey, I'm Meredith Magic, and I love to sing about old Tinder dates, and thank you for being an interactive, fun audience.
Give it up. Yeah. Sit down for a second, huh? Yeah. Come on. So other than Tinder, where can we find you?
Yeah, I am now on Spotify under Meredith Magic, MERE Magic, and I have a few songs on Spotify. I have a song called Gig Economy Girl that's based on Madonna's Material Girl, but I switched the lyrics.
You're like a way better looking Weird Al.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I have a little Weird Al Yankovic
There you go, I like
energy.
that. No, let's go. I'm all for that. Oh yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you guys.
All right, got our last three comedians coming up. We got Danny Yarborough, Larry, and Peaches. You guys ready to finish this night out right? Yeah. All right. No, I can't. It's been a long time since I was on Tinder or anything. I've been in a relationship with my girl for about 3 years, off and on. But I do remember an unfortunate amount. Teach their own. An unfortunate amount of people being interested, of women being interested that had Adam's apples. Do you know actually there's a statistic for men that are on dating apps, they have to go through, I believe it's like 1,000 swipes before they get one like on average. That's sad, right? Yeah. So I was trying to calculate that. How many swipes had I ever? Right? It was over 1,000. I got that good. All right, let's finish this night out right. We got Danny Yarborough up next. Very happy with that. Peaches closing it out for tonight. But everybody give it up for Danny Yarborough!
Let's hear it for Meredith Magic over there, huh? I love Meredith. She is such a sweetheart. Isn't she beautiful? Unfortunately, she's dying of AIDS. But not in the next week or two, probably 3 or 4, and let's hear it for Meredith Magic one more time. No, she's okay, she's okay. She's been eating a lot of oranges around my house, so I think she should be fine. And she doesn't have AIDS, and AIDS not funny to drink about, so fuck me. Alright, so back to the Tinder dates. You went on Tinder date? You went on Tinder date? That's cool. I have a girlfriend here in fucking Bend, Oregon. Hey. I mean, she liked to hike, you know? And her favorite trail was B Trail. You know, if you're busy and you're into BDSM, you say, hey, sorry, I can't hang out, I'm all tied up. I was dating this manicurist, and she was really cute, Asian girl, didn't have AIDS. So, you know, I had to pull back a little bit. And she didn't have AIDS, which is, you know, fucking I love AIDS. So, she was a manicurist, and she made a lot of money. She made money hand over fist. Oh, this is the girls. You like peanut butter and jelly? Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? I love peanut butter and jelly. It's delicious, you know? PB&J, that's my jam. What's the difference with ice cream and gelato?
What?
I'll tell you, sir, not a lotto. I watched this movie, The Labyrinth. It was really good. It was amazing. Alright, so like sheep aren't really comfortable in their own skin because they're made out of wool. Alright, so let's hear it for Jane Woodman Siri. I think let's hear it from him. They're very good. He used to be a cult. I'm about to start a fucking cult myself. It's gonna get a bunch of people, we're gonna have them till land and do all these arduous chores and stuff, and it's gonna be called Difficult. Hey, Psychedelic Thunder, what's your name? Yeah, what's your name? Anton! Yeah, nice to meet you, Anton. Looks like you got a lot of psychedelics. You know LSD is a crazy fucking drug because it's not even alphabetized.
So, and dogs, I had a dog who just died. Ooh, it's bad, yeah. But I didn't put flowers on the grave. I put a tennis ball, and I walked away, and I just said, fetch. And he died of AIDS. Never play tic-tac-toe against Zorro, because he runs the sheep. I think that being cool is condescending. Okay. If you condescending fuck with your fucking eyebrow. Alright, I think that if you're a foodie and you like love a food but it hurts your if you're a foodie and you have indigestion, oh, it hurts so good. All right. Woo! Fuck me! Fuck me! I would cry when it's raining. That's way nobody can tell. Oh, my dog got of AIDS. So, Meredith, do you prefer casual sex or proper tire sex? Because I like to fuck in a tuxedo. My neurologist and I got in a fucking fight. I can't go back, she 86'd me. I like to go to the beach and point at the water and be like, is that the swimming area? If you find a boomerang on the street, don't pick that shit up, because it obviously doesn't work. And then it go back to its owner. So I don't take Ambien or anything, I fucking hate Ambien. It's a gay drug, really. I mean, not that it's a big deal to be gay or anything, or to have AIDS or fucking whatever. But I don't take Ambien because, I don't want to sleepwalk, and if you're on Ambien, you might wake up in a headspin. And if you're sleep breakdancing, and that's what I was supposed to say before that. And I was also supposed to say that I don't fall asleep in an Adidas sweatsuit. So, next week I can do that joke better and sing less offensive in so many ways. So if you're a toddler, you gotta teach your toddlers how to make a fire. Because you don't want to make a fire, it's a pain in the ass. You put the wood down, make the fire, and all this stuff, and you can just be like, annoyed by the situation. But if you can get the toddler to make the fire, you can be like, come on, baby, let my fire. It's a new one. It's hitting hard and fucking hitting hard. Okay, so fire. A lot of firemen come from broken homes. From fire. Should be laughing at my own jokes and I was fucking retarded with my fucking birthday. Okay, here we go. Rubik's Cube. So do you have a Rubik's Cube? Anybody have a Rubik's Cube? What if you have a Rubik's Ball? I gave my friend a Rubik's Ball. He couldn't figure out how to bounce out. So, what are some of the more serious things that have happened in your life, sir?
Oh, I'm here to laugh.
Sorry. I'll do a 360 and just shut the fuck up for a second. I'm a conversationalist and I like to have long conversations with people. And when I'm having a conversation, I like to say, now we're talking. Take one more spin for the next joke. Security guards, Oh yeah, security guards, they really want to be policemen, but they don't have the confidence. They should call them insecurity guards. Love see no color? What boy? What boy? What boy? Love see no color? Guess what? Black and white are colors. Sneezes and snots, you know? I can't remember every time I've sneezed or every time I've snot. I got mucous membranes for that. I don't like money, it's too expensive. But foot models. Got the foot models around here. Got foot models. But if you're a foot model, you don't want to be living in Bend. It's too cold. Right, homegirl? Yeah. Yeah, it's too cold, homegirl. You want to live in Miami or something like that, where you can wear your flip-flops and get recognized. If there's a fork in the road, I mean, just keep going. There might be spaghetti. Now, a pirate who wears an eye patch, that's a rebel, right? That's a rebel. A pirate who wears an eye patch. But if you're a cyclops who wears an eye patch, you're fucking legends. Stick 'em out! Stick 'em out!
AI really human like Crave. It's positive.
Anyway. Where are you from?
Over here.
Okay, nice. We're over here. That's nice, Aaron. Thanks for that. So Pinocchio, they call him a liar. But if you got a rhinoplasty, you can also do that. So there's some depression. Let's see. We're good. Probably good. One more. What do we got? Do this one's really bad, so I'm gonna have to end on it. I'm starting a gym for people that can levitate. It's called weightless. That's me. That's it.
I got one or two questions for you. First question, do you do drugs?
Every day. Every day.
Oh, well, no, that was a very entertaining set. I gotta keep you want to keep me going?
One or two.
Hurry up.
You have a second one?
I got a second. Not really, other than just one. Everybody give it up for. You've heard of Mitch Hedberg. This is Mitch Hedge Fund, right here. So no, you did great. Everybody give it up for him.
Thank you.
All right. We got two more comedians up next. We got Larry. About to pick up next. Larry's up next.
Larry!
Peaches is finishing us out. Peaches here. Where's Peaches? She's the blonde, right? That's been sitting right there. She looks like she knows what she's doing. So, all right, everybody, give it up for Larry!
All right, stay with me on this one. Exactly which part of the horse is the radish?
Oh. Right.
Yeah. If fishing is your job, you gotta find a new play to weigh hooky. Prostitutes. You guys know George Clinton? Woo! Funkadelic?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw him perform once. Massive talent. It's a shame about his eyebrows, though. You guys didn't hear about his eyebrows, George Clinton's eyebrows?
No.
They're prosthetic. You guys didn't hear about this? I saw it with my own eyes. He was on stage, you know, grooving, dancing, and I was looking at him just like in awe. And he was doing his thing, and he was sweating. He was sweating profusely. And then all of a sudden, one of his eyebrows kind of starts to like droop and fall down. And I swear, I was like, I thought I saw it, right? And he goes like this real quick. And then he comes back, and he doesn't have an eyebrow anymore at all. He just had one eyebrow. And you know, and then he starts doing this, try to shake it off, try to get off, and it wasn't working or something. And he turned around, and he reached in his pocket, and he's kind of fumbling around in his pocket. And then I see him pull out like a little case full of eyebrows. You know, he had spares. Like this is something that probably happens to him a lot. And then he's, you know, he turn around, he's like acting like he's like pointing to the drummer, you know. Turns back around, 2 eyebrows all over again. I know. I know, it's just a little industry secret. You know, I wear glasses. I've worn glasses my whole life, essentially. And one day I went to the optometrist with my mom, and I was getting fitted for contact lenses. I was kind of sick of the frames. And, you know, the optometrist, she was kind of giving me the rundown. You know, like, oh, like, I don't know if you guys, you know, like, use, like, toilet paper or paper towels to clean your glasses at home. And my mom, just proud as can be, tells this person, this professional, this doctor, yeah, we're a toilet paper family. And I was like, I had to be 8 years old. I was just like, fuck. What is wrong with you? Like, are you joking? Like, in what state of mind did you think it would be a good idea to tell anybody on earth that we're a toilet paper family? Like what, we're like the Charmin bears? Just all shitting, having a good time, loving each other? Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. I think about it all the time. It's one of the things that tortures me. I didn't write a lot of jokes tonight, so this is going to be my last one. It's kind of dirty. Which came first? The chicken or the egg? I don't care who comes first. Baby. All right, thanks.
Where you going
I
there?
will walk away from the interview.
No.
Oh, I didn't know
You don't have to do an interview if you don't want to, bro.
I didn't know the shit.
Yeah, we're building as we go. We buy from some shows. We try to create our own shit. How long have you been doing comedy, bro?
Since I was 15.
Shit, how old are you now?
30.
30? Oh shit, I was gonna guess 45.
Yeah, it's my first beard. You know?
Oh yeah, half your life though.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Nice. What made you want to get into comedy?
I love to laugh.
Oh yeah. A lot of pain, man. A lot of darkness.
Oh, you have no idea.
No, I do. Don't let the facade. I have a lot of darkness here too. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice, bro. Well, this I think the first time I ever seen Larry. I swear to God, I wasn't sure. I see you. It was about a week and a half ago when I was hosting Silver Moon,
Oh, yeah.
And he did a bit, basically, I'm not, it was pay me or I'll roast you, basically. Like, add up and like, if you don't give me money, I will roast. It was funny. It was fucking, it was different, it was a shocker, dude. So it's, nice job, bro. Nice job. That's great. Absolutely. All right. I'm excited for this last one. I've never seen her perform, but she works with Kevin Hart. It's from right here. Yes. And Earthquake, which that's telling me how old I am, because I don't know. I need to look that up. It's way more famous than I'll probably ever be, so it's fine. But you guys ready? This table's been awesome. Let's give it up for this table for a second, though. They've been hanging with us, laughing, creating a good atmosphere. And you guys got a treat. You guys got a treat. All right? Everybody give it up from Southern California. Peaches!
California. Yes, I know everybody who's Californians. I live in California now, but I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia, and Dallas, Texas, and all my exes in Texas. Yeah, he's dead, thank God. Asshole cheater. Hate those fuckers. Anyway, so I'm just like out here for a couple days, and I've been hanging out at, MountBachelorsingles.com. Yeah, trying to get me some action out here with all these. I love these band men. They're like, I even wore my plaid today. Yeah, I heard it's too colorful for your assholes. You like gray, blacks. And I'm out here loving the men with their little beanies and their little shorts in this 20 fucking degrees. I mean, what the hell? But I even rented me a Subaru so I fit in. And, I didn't get one of those tool things though that go on top, but I'm gonna rent one of those because I like to I want to hang out at Mount Bachelor, put some little bird up there, put some little wine, and have a little party for those little boys out here, because, I love me some youngins. Because, I'm a cougar. I'm sort of a slugger. It's sort of a combination of a slut and a cougar. So I'm a little bit of a slugger out here. So I'm doing some man hunting. For sure, out here, got me a Patagonia jacket to fit in with all y'all. I don't think my eggs are working though, but I did get some of those. What do y'all call those little like track things for your shoes? Those, and those springy things you put on your shoes, and that's going to help me up against the truck. I've been working on that. I've been working on that whole stance too. Up there in the parking lot. So you're a cougar when your man has braces. I love me some braces. Because I don't have to wax anymore. I just go down. I say, hey, just go down there and mow a little bit. Just clean that shit up. No, I don't want to kiss you. No, got some stuff in there. No, so I've been getting used to it out here. It's hard in California because everybody's in therapy. You're like, oh God, damn. Everybody's in therapy. They're in like AA, AAA, gluten A. And I always get everybody at the end of therapy. Like, if you're going to sexual addiction therapy, I don't want you at the end. I want you at the beginning. I want to be the whole reason you're going to goddamn therapy. I want to be the whole girl reason. Like, I want you to be talking about me, having sex with me 1,000,000 times a day. It sounds like I'm a little bit of a whore, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. I was that comedian that laughed and she was talking about all that Tinder stuff. I was going to call her whore while she was she fucking whatever. Another thing in Texas, well, in California, all the girls out those girls, you know, but I'm a Southern girl. Feed me, fuck me. That's, you know, that's how we roll. But you'll ask them to go out to lunch and they'll go, no, I'm just beeping today. And I'm like, well, what's peeing? I pee too. What's that have to do with lunch? And they're like, just binging and purging. And you're like, oh no, I'm doing Ozempic. And you're like, you know what, I figured out that it is cheaper to do cocaine than Ozempic. Like, I really think that if you want to lose weight, Ozempic costs like $1,500 a month. Just do cocaine. It used to be $100 a gram. I don't know if it's going up now with inflation, but let's just sell that shit to all those Ozempic people. So, I mean, I'm just like, well, I'm just JESCing. And they're like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, that's just eating fucking fried chicken. That's what I'm doing today. Another thing is, too, when you go out sometimes to bars in California, they'll be like, can I see your STD paper? I'm like, what? You want to, you know what? I'm also a little computer girl, you know, so I'm like, I can change any document. So I can change my STD paper. I can change my score. So I can change my credit score and I can change my STD paper. So if someone's asking you for some kind of sexual transmitted disease paper, give me a call. I'll show you how to change your score. You don't have to show. I know Mr. AIDS guy. Where's AIDS guy? I don't have AIDS. AIDS is gone. Baby, look, see, check mark. No AIDS. I can help you change all that shit. That's what I do. I'm really good at that. We're also, you know what? Also, us Southern girls, we're really good at sex because we get all that practice with our first cousins. You know that old saying, the closer the kin, the quicker it goes in. I'm just saying. Man, I learned how to run fast with my brother. You know, I learned a lot from my brother. But as Southern girls, you know what? We love guys that dive down to our peach. I just call this my peach down here. Don't be looking. But you know what? But you know, in Texas it's great because you put a little bit of tequila down there, and then you know your little peach goes cucaracha. But in California, you know, they're too goddamn healthy. You know, so you got to put a little bit of kale juice down there, a little big grass. That's all bullshit. But out here in Bend, you know what? I think you guys like beer a lot because you have so. So I just started to put some IPA shit down there. A little bit of kale. Got my little got tracks on. Got go up against the tree. Like so, if you see me on the trail, don't be concerned. I'm gonna be okay. But I've enjoyed being with you guys tonight, and I hope you come to Georgia and our California and see me. Thank you very much.
That was fucking great. That was hilarious. Now, I just did catch that you named her Peach. And your stage name is Peaches. Is this a dual act and I didn't even know? Is this,
Yeah.
When is she going to start to?
I know. It's a private showing.
Oh, it's a private show.
Yeah, it's a private show. We'll see you out back.
This is comedy, babe. If you're watching at home, this is comedy. Well, she's probably watching. She's at home. Yeah, not her wife, but she wants to be. No, that's fucking awesome. You're from Georgia. You stayed in Dallas also. How long did you stay in Dallas?
I was in Dallas for like 20 years. Yeah, my husband died. Yeah. Went to that funeral. What an asshole. Found out he was there. I got 86 from a funeral. How can you get 86 from a funeral?
For being a fucking badass, it sounds like.
I was yelling whore to his new wife. That was not good. But you know, in Texas, they serve breakfast at a funeral. You can get biscuits and grits next to the casket.
One of y'all need to go and die in Texas.
Oh,
Seriously.
I know. You're gonna die. You need to die in Texas.
Not me. I want to be at the funeral. I don't want to be the center of the funeral. So I want someone biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, casket, biscuits.
We're talking about Southern biscuits and gravy too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Oh my God, like my grandma. Anyway, so Dallas for 20 years. You like sports at all? Are you still a Cowboy fan?
No, are you
Thank
kidding?
God.
They suck.
No, I grew up a Cowboy fan. I hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's the end of the night. I just want to keep it going. You're fucking hilarious,
All right,
dude.
thank
So
you guys.
give it up for Peaches. Woo! Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for this badass staff. Give it up for me knocking shit over. Give it up for our comedians. They were great. And hey, we got our first anniversary show. You see flyers all around coming here this Saturday. We got Tyler Jones headlining. I'll be hosting. It's going to be a small, intimate venue. So if you guys want to go ahead and get your tickets, you can get on the beertowncomedy.com and get them now. So there's only going to be about 40 seats in here. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great night.